That's okay with you real quick. Takes me, let's do it. Lost on Irish in the boat cars. Just bring your girl, feel like she both bars. Your black nigga run to the ocean. So far we here, trapped on the ocean. I'm just one day.
I really appreciate you joining me, and this story comes from Texas, and it is about the Travis Scott Astroworld Festival. At least 10 people so far, and the death toll is expected to rise after crowds crushed each other when people stormed the event. The footage that is emerging from the actual festival is devastating. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. The people screaming for help and nobody listening to them. Amongst the dead is at least one child who is 10 years old and is being named locally as Thomas Drought, but he hasn't been named officially by the police. Watching the footage of people actually climbing onto the stage and begging them to stop, to be ignored and to continue playing. Travis Scott even played music while they carried out the bodies from the festival, and it wasn't until authorities forced them to shut down the festival that it actually started to slow down. Some of the witness statements from the scene are harrowing to listen to, but at the same time necessary to understand what happened and how this can be prevented in the future. This is the third festival that Travis has done, and last year's festival was actually postponed due to COVID. This is what we know so far about what occurred on the night. The police believe that the worst of the incidents happened at around 9:15, when crowds of approximately 50,000 concert-goers began to move towards the front of the stage. The Texas Fire Chief Samuel Peña said to the press they was looking to see Drake, who was a surprise guest for the festival. Media drones above the festival showed the size of the area as well, and also pointed out where it actually occurred and the stage that Travis was performing on. The police said there was at least 300 patients that had been treated at a nearby field hospital, and some of them were hurt during the worst moments and had been crushed. 23 people were taken to hospital and 17 of those patients taken away. On duty that night at the festival were 367 police officers and 241 security officers, and there was 100,000 capacity for the venue, and all of the tickets are sold out very fast. So automatically you can assume that there wasn't enough police to deal with even a fraction of this crowd, and that is why people were breaching the vicinity and the barriers surrounding it, and that would have increased the capacity a lot. The rest of the performances for the weekend have been cancelled. The police said the event's promoters were cooperating with the police, but it wasn't yet clear what caused the deaths or the injuries. They said there is a lot of rumours going around, and a lot of families are of course devastated. They have opened up a reunification unit where people can try to find loved ones that may have gone missing during the disaster. Travis Scott has said that he's absolutely devastated to look back and see what occurred, and he sends his prayers to the families of those affected and everything that happened in Houston that night. He said he's committed to working together with the Houston community to heal and support the families, and he thanked the police department and the fire department for everything they did that day. But of course there's been a lot of criticism online for the reaction from Travis initially, where he continued to perform during times where fans were actually climbing up on the stage and begging them to stop. The disaster is so big that they've actually issued a phone number for local residents who haven't heard from their children, because there was a lot of children there. I'm not sure why there were so many kids there, but there was, and this has resulted in, of course, smaller people being caught in the crowds, and we have yet to even see the final death toll in relation to this. So of course this is horrendous news coming from Texas, and also breaking news in relation to getting the details of what really happened. So we'll definitely keep you updated on this, and don't forget there's a written version on the website, and don't forget to follow me online as well at Scarcity Studios on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. My condolences to the families of all the victims, and I'll definitely follow this up in the future. Peace. This is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour.